Hey, hey guys, hey, hey guys, hey, how are you? How are you? Hey guys, hey, hey guys, hey, hey guys, hey, how are you? How are you? Hey guys, hey, hey guys, hey, how are you? How are you? Hey guys, hey, how are you? Hey guys, hey, how are you? How are you? Hey, 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 how are you? Hey guys, hey, hey guys, hey, hey guys, hey, how are you? How are you? How are you? How are you? Hey guys, hey, hey guys, hey, how are you? How are you? You. Hey guys, hey, hey guys, hey, yeah. How are you? How are you? Hey guys, hey, hey guys, hey guys, hey guys, hey guys. How are you guys? Hey guys, hey, hey guys, hey, hey guys, hey, hey guys, hey, 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 how are you? Hey guys, hey, hey guys, hey, how are you? You. Hey guys, hey, hey guys, hey, hey guys, hey, how, how, are you? Are you? Are you? Hey, hey, guys, how are you? How are you? You.
Good evening, everybody. We are starting in 3.5 minutes. Oh, God.
you wish to come true? What are the things that you're intending to do? Have you already a clue? What shall become out of you? Take all your memories and experiences with you and dream of exciting times to come. But stay in the moment, stay here and now. Celebrate life with lots of pleasure and fun. Yesterday is history. Tomorrow is a mystery. But today is a gift. That's why it's called present. 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 It's called present. And it is for you.
It's been a minute, guys. It's been a minute. How long was it now? 4 months? 5 months? I'm not sure. I really try my best here. First of all, thank you very much to my lovely colleague Betty for making this song with me last year. Or was it the year before that? I think it was last year. And yeah, and I'm here. I'm here. I couldn't resist. Well, it's a whole thing. It's a whole situation. It's a whole story. I couldn't resist, of course, to at least go live for one last time this year. But there were problems. There were problems. Let me say, first of all, hello, good evening, and everybody who is not in too much Christmas stress out there doing their thing. To everybody who found their way today here. Hello, Sue Flute. D, thank you very much for the super sticker. Holly Big Mac, Gothic Glitter, Luna Sonata. Who have I missed? You guys, you have to understand, I come to this later. I'm sitting here for an extremely big piece of machinery. It's a thing. It's now a thing. We all have to deal with it, and I hope for future good times. I think for the moment I have everybody. And CCP, good evening, hello. And of course, people are maybe lurking, maybe people are only listening and are a little bit insecure because they don't know if they should participate in the chat. But this is also a topic that I will talk about that. I would say for the moment, let's do a little bit of a recap of 2023. What a year it has been in our little fucked up community, right? Yeah, still because we are a community. I have not a community. I have an audience. First of all, I don't understand and I cannot accept it when content creators think that their audience are their community. For me, it's always a community, for example, the YouTube Underground and FFG. They are a very fucked up community, but they are their own community because there's more than one channel involved. In this case, too. And D just K888 meow. I am still friends. Of course, I am friends with DC. Because I'm also not a very big flip-flopper. And I will never understand why people cannot differentiate in between. Which brings me to a lovely comment that Dee said, because you can like Dee Higgins or not. You can like her or not. She will not mind, but she's usually right. And this is very beautiful. I say for 2024, forgive. That's all. Very short to the point. And I love that about Dee. When I have in my weird gay head a huge problem and I'm telling her all about it, and with all about it, I mean all about it. Dee knows what I mean. That she basically throw one sentence at me and I'm shut. Because this was then exactly what I needed. Needed. Yeah, thank you for saying thank you. Yeah. Oh God, first of all, and I know this is always usually a good idea when I write shit down that I want to talk about. But then while I'm talking to you guys, I always forget to look at it, or I make a crossover between these single topics, and then my brain is even more fucked up, as it usually is. Can I very quickly question you guys, because again, I'm sitting in front of a new piece of machinery. Can you all hear me well? Is the sound okay? Oh, I see. YouTube has still, or StreamYard, or both of them have still not figured out how they can show the answers of the chat immediately. Yeah, Holly, that's cute. I hear you, but can you hear me well? Can you hear me good? Thumbs up is also good. Oh, dear, I hate you so much. I love you. You're also amazing and happy. And just a little reminder while we are at it, while we are talking about Dee, guys, don't forget. If you're talking shit about my girl, don't forget. Where is it? You're talking about this lady, okay? You're talking about this one. If you are coming for her, if you think you are better than her, don't forget, this is what we are talking about here. Mirror image. This is what we are talking about here. Okay, thank you very much. And that was enough ass kissing, as I'm sure will people claim that I'm doing here to Dee Higgins. Idiots. Thank you for the compliments. You see, I lost 34 pounds in 2023, and my goal was together to lose 50, but so far it's 34, and that's not bad at all. I'm very happy with it, considering my back problems in 2024 and that I was not able to do as much sports or as much training as I would love to. Basically, I could not do anything. I was just thinking about my diet in general. And I was then not really going on a diet. And I was just basically not eating that fucking much, which would be a great solution for our girls, Amber Lynn and Chantal and all the other ones. You can eat everything. I have eaten everything, but not that fucking much. It's not killing you. It's a good thing. So 2023, it all started with me this year when I had this fucking audition in January, which fucked my back up really bad. Oh, thank you, Miss Gothic. Thank you. Yeah, where I fucked up my back really quick, really badly, and it dragged for a long time. So I was not able to really work in 2023, not a lot, especially not when I then was offered a gig for a musical that I admire. And I was looking, before I was going live, I was looking at my contract again about what I am allowed to talk about. And because I always heard of this, but it never happened to me so far, that I was going to a summer production this year in June, right before my birthday. And I left on the first day, and I was listening to my heart, to my stomach, And when I saw that the production on the stage, the big hello on the first day, where everybody was, that the stage basically was holding together with nails, super glue, and a lot of hope. And after I discovered that, I was talking to the producers, and after that I left. And 2 weeks later, not because of me, because of the situation that was there in the summer, unfortunately, the whole production has to file for bankruptcy, and it was not happening anyway, which means I would be there, and after 2 weeks, it would have been done anywho. So that was my first production that I was ever in, that I was under contract for over 3.5 months and not did anything basically. I was sitting here at home eating bonbons. Yeah, which was, again, it was really sad because I really wanted to play this part. I wanted to do this production for over 20 years. I have waited. And then the whole thing was crashing down. So that was not real fun. Oh, pre-diabetics is not good, so fluid. Stop that. Stop that. Again, I have eaten everything, but not that fucking much. And yes, in the summertime, of course, it helped me because of the heat. Because every time it gets really hot, I'm not really hungry. So that also helped. And then at autumn, here in Vienna, of course, the whole gingerbread bakery, Austria goodness chocolate situation came around and fucked me again up and my diet plans. But this will end, and I forgot to make up some music in the background. So let's do some music in the background. Whew. Okay. Guys, just a little reminder for everybody who's watching me on my live streams for long term. What was the one thing that I was always jealous of when it came down to the dirty wig in New York? I never was jealous of him because except one thing. And what was that thing? Tell me. Cici, this is why I have looked into the contract to find out about what can I talk and what I cannot talk about. Unfortunately, this is the one thing that I cannot talk about the name of the production. Yeah. But it's a funny feeling when you're sitting here in Vienna in the heat with Mr. Air Conditioning on and you're thinking, I should not be here. Usually I should now be there in this country doing this production. And then I'm sitting, okay. I know it's a tricky question. I always was very, very jealous of the dirty wigs iMac that he grifted together. And now I don't have to be jealous anymore. No, I don't. And the funny thing is, I know how to use it. Oops. This is very unfortunate. This is very unfortunate for a lot of reasons. Is it unfortunate? Because first of all, I know how to use it. I know I will learn the stuff that I need to know for the future, which basically means that now I can really do on my channel what I really want to do because I can do it by myself and I don't have to annoy Mr. Editor for everything, except in the beginning weeks where I have to call them probably 800,000 times a day to ask for specific little things, but I don't have to come over and I can do it by myself. Oh my God. I have not seen me in a while in a camera. Oh, in a camera. Yes, cheekbones. No, there is no makeup. There's no highlight. There's no shadow. It's not that bad. Not that bad. Clutch of pearls. Hello. Yes, I was truly honest, jealous of Dirty Wig's iMac. But again, I don't have to be anymore. No, I can now make also reactions. I can edit my shit properly by myself, and I can make funny things with clips and shit. Yes, I can do this now, and this makes me very happy. Okay, going back to the summer, because I don't want to drag out this live stream to a 4-hour live stream recap of 2023, because I'm not AJ Liar and I'm also not Monika Kakak. No, I'm not that. So I will try to keep it fast but informative about how my year was, and and be on the other side just the real crochetter. You know, Carsten here in fucking Austria. And again, of course, delusional Russ will of course make again another parody. Now that I have mentioned his name, he will try to make a very bad German accent by trying to sound like Arnold Schwarzenegger. And I know that I don't sound like Arnold Schwarzenegger, not even closest, because I'm German and Arnold Schwarzenegger is Austrian. And it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. Hello, Irene. Good evening. My back is better. It is definitely better. From January to right after the summer, including the summer, it was fairly bad. But then the biggest part of the infection in my lower back healed, thankfully. And now I just have to deal with, what is this called in English? The one nerve thing. We go to the lower back, very low. And there's this one nerve thingy that is going down from there, the whole leg into your feet. And it's very painful. What is this name? We call it here ischias. I don't know what, I don't know. Ischias, we call it in German, the ischias nerve. Sciatica. Yeah, well, this is that. Well, again, the infection is completely fully healed, but because I have, this is what my doctors told me, because I have lost the weight, which was a good amount of weight, 34 pounds? I think 34 pounds, I said, yeah. Everything changes in your body, and we know the whole body is hanging on your spine from the top to the bottom. And also my this area got smaller, and the muscles try to figure stuff out, and then shit like this nerve thing in my leg can. Hello, Cheryl. Hello. Side eddic nerve. Interesting. Interesting. And by the way, interesting. It's one of my favorite, least favorite words in 2023. I despise it when content creators, I don't care in which community you are saying interesting. Because usually that means it's not. But they always have to make more of it than it truly is. But this is their decision. If they're thinking it's interesting, you do you, boo, do that. Call your audience a community, which it is not. It is an audience. It's your personal audience. But what do I know, right? Okay, where was I? Yes, I was sitting here in the summer. You guys, you know how I do. I will always jump in and between, especially after 4 to 5 months not being live. Yeah, and I was sitting here, and then I ended up for almost 1 week on a daily basis in a little private live stream group, which included, this is not a secret, I can say it, Cupcake and Monika Kakak and AJ Liar, of course. And I was there for almost a whole week, every day. Not everybody knows this, not a lot of people knows this. Cheers, I drink to you guys, and thank you for welcoming me back here so kindly. You see, 22 people, and this is the day before Austrian Christmas, because you know we're celebrating on this 24th. Thank you very much for coming in here. Maybe I was thinking I'm sitting here probably like Russ with 2 people. No, 22 people. Thank you. I drink to you guys. So I ended up having these private streams for almost a week, every day, for a lot of hours, as you can imagine. These were not just, you know, sitting together, catching up on private stuff. No. This was work. But it was also fun in a weird way, because I was able to be in these private live streams with these 3 girls or ladies, and I could do everything else. I could clean my apartment at the same time. I took the ladies with Mr. Phone to the hairdresser. I took them under the shower. I'm not ashamed to admit that. So that was that. I was able to at least accomplish something in the time. Cheers. Cheers. Yeah, cheers. And we had this one thing, and I truly respect this, that we said, okay, what we are talking here in these private live streams is private. This is why it's called private live streams. This is why we have not pushed the button on going live. No, this was just private, sometimes giggling, sometimes funny, and a lot of times, and I'm not exaggerating, it was a lot of times so incredible, frustrating, stupid, retarded, dumb, ignorant, that I was touching my head at the same time and thinking, my God, how could that happen? How have I ended up here? Why? But then I was not feeling bad about myself. I felt bad for the ladies. And then my head turned around into thinking, how could I help them? How could I help them? Because it was right this time when it was basically shortly, because everything went down with Nex. Yeah, buddy. With his community, his audience, and everything was going basically to shit. Oh, Cheryl, Brownie is fabulous. He's great. Thank you very much for asking. He's of course hiding under the blankies because now we have winter and he has to be cozy. He has to go under the fresh blankie. Then he has to turn around 3 times so that the blanket is making a squirrel around him that will help him to kill himself. Because no oxygen, but he does not. He's enjoying the living daylight, all of it. And when you put your hand under the blanket, it is so warm. But this is probably what he needs, because he's a short-haired dog with not a lot of undercoat. He's really fabulous. Yeah. Oh, so for the next part, I need a cigarette. And again, I will not talk about what we have talked about there as a group, about the situation that has basically led up to the whole shit that happened to Nex and also DC, and then further on to the situation with Alex Glitter and Holly and no, Holly not so much. Sorry, what I'm talking here. I talk about AK and Anna Nicole and all that stuff. For me, it was really sitting here. Oh my God, what anything of this would happen if AJ Liar would be capable of using the last of her 2 functioning brain cells to figure out that this what she's planning on doing is not working out in her favor. And I really tried, and everybody from this private chat group can confirm that I said on a daily basis, first of all, now I'm the spy. Don't forget it, I'm the spy. I'm the 52-year-old fucked up Austrian guy who is now officially in their little corner that they have created, the spy, because I was there. At the same time, saying and telling them on a daily basis that I am talking to DC on a daily basis. Which, you have to help me here, guys. Scotty! What is so hard to understand? When I'm in these private chats and I tell them, guys, I am talking to DC on a daily basis almost. I just want you to know that. And then coming after me, which was originally YTR, I have somewhere a screenshot. It's not important. It was YTR who was the first who said I'm a spy because probably AJ Liar has complained about me with her, and now AJ Liar is telling the story of that I'm a spy because I told them on a daily basis for almost a week. Cheryl, thank you very much for this happy JJ love. For the super chat. Thank you very much. And yeah, while I was telling him, Isogena, hi, hello. Oh, still works. That I have told them on a daily basis, I have to repeat this a few times because I know they will watch it and they will discuss this, and then they will try to make a timeline, and they will try to connect dots with the goal of, I don't know what. Exactly as they tried in the past, making a timeline and connecting dots for I don't know what. And I told him this. I am friends with DC. We are almost talking on a daily basis. And the other thing was also, as a little insurance policy, and I was taught this by another content creator, Carsten, if you are going into a different audience or suddenly you find yourself in situations with people that you really don't know, that you maybe only know from other chats, from other live streams, just screenshot as much as you can. And this is also something I did, in which I have also told them that I am somebody who's basically screenshot everything. And but then after everything came down and the walls broke down and everything went to shit, I decided, no, we have said it is for a private chat. So I keep the shit that we have talked about in detail to myself. I'm just talking about what I have said, because this does not concern in the bigger context. I just want to tell for everybody who thinks that I'm a spy, that I told them that I am talking to DC on a daily basis. Which also does, of course, not mean that I went straight after a private stream to DC on the phone. DC, can you imagine what they have said today? Do you want to know what that? No. I am 52 and DC is almost my age. No, I have with DC, we are talking almost on a daily basis because we have a private connection. We are love to talk about gay shit, about movies, about stars, you know, the gossip magazines. This is stuff that actually is happening outside of YouTube, far outside. This is shit that we like to talk about. At the same time, I also told these ladies that it is for me a difficult situation because I'm sitting between the chairs, between what the ladies wanted and what I knew what really happened. And I also said to AJ Liar, and this is now her biggest problem, basically since she came here on YouTube with her 4,800 hours of live streaming, that AJ, if you want to prove something to Nex, DC, or anybody else with a brain, it better be written into stone in not more than 3 sentences. Not because they are stupid, because we are dealing here on YouTube in our little community corner, which is tiny, tiny, tiny. We are dealing with a lot of idiots. So it has to be very, very specific and clear what you want to tell these people. I have not stopped smoking, no. Oh. And that was basically what I did there for a whole week, and then all shit went down, and which is leading for me up to, so I just have said this now, okay. Yeah, I know, Scotty, this is what we are doing. We talk about that stuff, you know. Yeah, which is leading up for me to what happened with our audience. Because it was for me, and I'm not ashamed to admit it. No, I'm not. It was always fun for me to go into Nexus live stream and see there in the audience, Nexus audience, Tragic audience. This was at the time when Tragic and Nex were doing the live streaming together, when they had this podcast going. And when you then go later on to a Tragic stream, and there were the people from Nexus community, and the people really had nice things to say, or even shady things. This was always so much fun. And with what AJ Liar has done, basically, all that went to shit. And now we all have to deal with it. Because I was looking, I'm now looking in the live streams. For example, when I watch a next stream, I am, yeah, buddy. I see that there are 190 people in a live stream. Yeah, try to get this dirty wig. 190. Excuse me. And by the way, Dirty Wig, can you please stop with the burping? You are not Chantal. Even though you're faking now again injuries and shit because it's Christmas and you have to grift a little bit more money from your stupid audience, you're not all that. You're not. You're really not. No. Where was I? Yeah, that then, for example, next I was, 100 people in a live stream. Sometimes he has over 200. Good for him. And I'm happy for him. And I truly refuse to believe that there are 190 trolls or people from kiwi farms. No, I see and I feel that there are a lot of people who would like to participate in chat, but then they are insecure that they might get judged by people from other audiences. And I don't know what I honestly, oh, somebody said happy birthday. Not happy birthday. Somebody said Merry Christmas. Non-barber. Hello, thank you very much. Merry Christmas, love. Oh, and Ruth. They are all here, Ruth. They are still, of course, with me. Fresh out of the washing machine. They smell divine. Fresh for Christmas, you know? And I was really I'm still irritated because I don't know what the solution is. Because here now I see this, the chat is going fairly, really good. People are saying hello to each other. And there's not this shady shit going on. Like for example, in Tragic or in Nexus live streams, where basically in Next in the moment, I think it's Beth and the Cool Kids table. The Cool Kids table, by the way, is Next, Clara, me, and Dee. I think we are, and Issa Jenna is sometimes there, and maybe 2-3 people that I have never heard of. So maybe we should come back to what Dee said in the very beginning of the stream, where I cannot scroll now because I have not figured out the mouse completely. Maybe for 24, forget and forgive, at least as an audience member. I know it is hard to forgive. I was there when Next in the audience when Next basically told everybody to fuck off. I don't forget that. But then I consider the source when it comes down to Next. I consider the mental illness. I consider the stress that he was under with his store, the stress with the band, maybe family stress. I don't know. But I consider that. And I know for people who know Next far longer than I do, because you are following the guy intensively. Holly Big Mac, for example, far longer than I do. So respect to you, and this is not a personal thing against you. It isn't, because it is not. I understand that it hurts in a different way than for somebody like me who's not that long in the audience to see. Yes, Dee, it is hard to forgive. It's one of the hardest things. But maybe for 24, we all can consider that. Because I do this basically with every content creator. I consider what are the circumstances that I know of. For example, Tragic. I know also, because he is mentioning it, that he has mental health problems. He has also like Next, a whole family. They have a lot of similarities. And this is why I thought, oh my God, I'm so happy that these two guys are back together again, doing something. Because these two guys together, I tell you, and probably maybe in a year, maybe in 2024, they're coming back together again. And also say, you know what, let's fuck 24. It was bad because of that. Now we have talked about it. I know you have done this in the past, but maybe you're doing it again. Because this is for me a force. What kind of force? Dear audience, you make the decision. Or everybody out there who's watching these guys, it's a force. Maybe this will happen again in 24, because it was so much fun. It was so much fun. And now you have always the same people in the chats, and you see the numbers and you think, oh my God, there are probably a lot of people who are very insecure and not dare to participate. And this is so sad. It is. Which brings me to the next topic. Because I have to talk about it so that I can leave it in 2023. Speaking of considering mental health with other content creators or shit that they have going on. In my personal opinion, and this is again, it's just, let me make it very, very clear here. Very clear. This is my opinion. Opinions are not facts. But you know how some people are. Yeah. Jen's views. Remember Jen's views? We had this fabulous little podcast, talk show, whatever you want to call it, thing running called Sweet Talk. And it was truly fun. And the good thing, and I have to give it, when somebody is doing something good, I am not ashamed to give credit to this person. The good thing about Jan was, in the very, very, very first private call that we had, and I can say it because she has mentioned it a shitload of times. She's talking about herself in the way. She said to me in a very funny way, Carsten, I have to tell you, you know I'm crazy. Again, in a fun way. I'm not saying in a realistic way. But she's basically take all the wind out of the sails by saying, Carsten, you know I'm crazy, right? And I said, yes, I'm also crazy. And maybe we are crazy in two different ways, probably, because we have different mental health shit going on. So maybe we will make a good couple for doing something like Sweet Talk. And it was really, really fun. Sometimes she was late. Sometimes I was late for Sweet Talk. We have countless debates over who we want on the show as somebody to talk to. Keep this in mind. Jen's views. I just have to mention something else. Dear content creators out there, can we leave another word in 2023, which would be, I have interviewed someone. It's not a word, it's a phrase. I'm aware of that. I have interviewed someone. Next week, I will interview someone. No, you're not. You are having a collab and then you are talking to a person. The only person, in my humble opinion, who can say is interviewing someone is DC Media Girl, because she's a journalist. She has learned that, because to properly interview someone, it's an art craft in itself. And it takes years, decades to master the capability. It takes years to master the capability of properly interviewing someone. These are not interviews. When you are talking to the one with a fucked up liposuction stomach, the alcoholic one, Katie, that one. When you are talking to her, that's not an interview, YTR. Then you have talked to an alcoholic with a fucked up stomach surgery. This is not an interview. Can we stop? Thank you, Holy Big Mac. Thank you very much. These are not interviews. If you want to see interviews, and I highly recommend this, please go to Rumble. It is a very easy download. And if you liked the content of DC Media Girl before on YouTube, you will love the content that she is doing there, because she is going not back, she's going to what she's fucking good at. Talking about political topics, especially now with the whole Middle East fuck shit. She is sometimes a little bit shady, which we also, of course, enjoyed before she was going to Rumble. So please, guys, go back to Rumble, which reminds me, I wanted to post her link of her Rumble in the description of this live stream. Guys, if anybody could be please so nice, can you please post DC Media Girl's Rumble link here in the chat? Anybody. For 2024. Which brings me, before I go back to Jan, because this is very personal for me, Which brings me to the other thing. What was the other thing? The other thing. Help me. Help me. Rumble. Oh, yeah. A quick side note to AJ Liar and Monica Kakak. Girls, just because DC Media Girl's opinion is not your opinion does not mean that she is showing or doing propaganda. It's the exact opposite. Because DC Media Girl is pointing out on Rumble, and this is so important for the whole Middle East shit that is going on there, and that I'm highly, highly not okay with. She is, for example, pointing out all the fake news on Twitter. Little Carsten is going on Twitter and is seeing shit, and I don't know if it's fake or not. Thankfully, I can ask Clara, or I can go to one of her Rumble streams, and she's pointing out that this news is, for example, fake news. And she also, because she's a journalist, she can explain to everybody why it is fake. So she is showing proof of, because she is showing it, why this news is fake and why this news is important. Also, especially for an American standard, the whole school drama with Harvard and all the other private schools, the shit that is going on there. Can I just mention, guys, can we please leave the Jews alone? And this is coming from me as a German. Please, can we please leave the Jews alone? They've been through enough. Really, no. So AJ Liar and Monica Kakak, at the end of the day, you are spreading false information by claiming that DC Media Girl is doing propaganda. And unfortunately, before I come back to Jen, this makes you, Monica Kakak, and AJ Liar, it makes you rape apologists by denying what is going on there. This is all that I have to say to this. Okay, before I go, thank you, Holly Big Mac. Thank you. Please go over to DC Media Girls Rumble, especially now with the Middle East situation. And also, I always like her stand on stuff, because DC Media Girl does not need, like other people, AJ Liar, 8.5 hours to talk about something which at the end of the day doesn't prove anything and is complete a waste of time. Okay, before I come back to, I want to a little bit to clear out little brain here, because it is a lot for me now and it's a lot to talk about. I play you a little Christmas. Let's get a little Christmassy, and let's compare this face with my face from last year. I was shocked, because I think now I see the 34 pounds. Please enjoy for a moment, little break, and then we see in 2 minutes or something. Good.
Rieselt der Schnee, still und starr ruht der See, weihnachtlich glänzend der Wald, freue dich, Christkind kommt bald, freue dich, Christkind kommt bald. Warm, still schweigt Kummer und Harm, Sorgen des Lebens verhallt, freue dich, Christkind kommt bald, freue dich, Christkind kommt bald. Heilige Nacht. nur wie lieblich es scheint. Freue dich, Christkind kommt bald. Freue dich, Christkind kommt bald.
Chor der Engel erwacht. No, stop that, Carsten. Stop it. Stop it. Stop that right now. Whew. Okay, back to Jen's views. Well, what I do want to say about it, that she was basically the biggest disappointment for me in 2023. The biggest one. Not Nex, not Tragic, not anybody, not even the Dirty Wig, because he's not contributing anything to anything. He's just gross, and he has to really make sure that that his face, it's the face. There is not enough Botox in the world to fix it. No. So he had made another grift successfully. Good for him. Good for you. Good for you. Enjoy your Botox, because you know what will happen. He will go live soon claiming that he had Botox and that he can see a massive difference in his face. And funny enough, he will be the only one who can see that difference, because he has spent his money on I don't know what else he does not need. Another pair of glasses that he does not need. Another pair of goodies from Canal Street that he does not need. Or another summer shirt that he does not need. No. But this is him, you know, he's doing his thing. He's no burping on camera, always drunk as shit, falling drunk around all of New York City, and is still grifting. So what else can I say? Hello, T-Girl. T-Girl, by the way, how is it possible for you to enjoy at the same time Husky and me? What do the Dirty Wig and I have in common that you would enjoy? Help me, girl. Help me. Back to Jen's views. She was by far the biggest disappointment in 2023 on a private level. I don't go too much into it. I talk about it in YouTube terms about what she did on YouTube. Jen, who has told you? Jen, who has told you that it was a great idea that when you have a problem with D, or should I say simply a question, a private question for D Higgins? Jen, I'm talking to you. Jen, who has told you that it would be a great idea to do a live stream with the title Why D Why? Who has told you that this would be a great idea? Who? And then having, what would Yaba say, the audacity, the nerve to talk about a private thing in over an hour live stream with fucking bullshit. Who has told you that this would be a good idea? You have every chance to contact D on a private level to ask her that question. No, you had to go live because you cannot help yourself. And this is where the crazy comes in, and your entitlement that is barely to endure over a last period of time. But this is at the end your problem, because people are leaving you. You are not leaving anybody, because you basically at this point have so many people left your area of private connection. That was really a weird way to say it, but I think she gets it. That there's not much left. This is what you are not left, that you have no budget. And Edna. These two, this is now, yeah, this is the shit. Yeah. And then at the same time, having the hypocrisy. I saw the live stream and I saw that you have admitted that it was only for trolling, going to Tragic's live stream, going basically to everybody's live stream just to troll. Jen, unfortunately, I have to tell you that you cannot troll because you don't know what trolling is. But no, I know, right? Because you have live with me and myself in private conversation that I have all screenshotted. And even if you say, oh, Crochetter, show them, no, I will not. Because private is private and YouTube is YouTube. But for somebody saying, oh, I never lie, I never lie. No, you are lying. Stop it. Just admit to it and everything is good, basically. But it does not change that to experience that at the worst time that you could pick for D. Higgins to make this live stream. I was gobsmacked. I was gobsmacked. It is really, that was so horrible of you. There was no human decency in it. Nothing that you can be proud of. It was really that bad. Really. It was that bad. And this is basically all that I have to say. No, I will never do Sweet Talk with you again, even though I have now a very, very upgraded technical equipment in front of me, which was the reason that I couldn't do it in the past anymore. No. And you can say that you are sorry for your lies. I don't care. Some things, if you would apologize, I would forgive you, but I would never forget. This is the beauty of it. Okay. And for everybody, by the way, who is, I don't know if you are still watching Nex on TikTok. I have never watched Nex on TikTok, only on Rumble. But when he's not making music and he's talking about private stuff and then starts to overshare again, Nex, you have to stop that. Next, you have to stop with the oversharing. This has to stop. Nobody is minding that you are talking about private stuff, but at some point you have to stop. Just stop it. Please. And yeah, but I like the picture that you are getting from Nex when you are, for example, in the moment in his TikToks, and he's not making music, he's talking about private stuff, his mental health. It makes me understand why he has said in 2023 to everybody, fuck off. And also it helps me understand to know what AJ Liar and Monica Kakak have basically done to him or tried to do to him. This is a better wording. What they have tried to achieve, which was so shameful. At least, thank God, they were not able to pull off what they wanted to pull off. And yeah, it helps me to understand Nex. I know, funny now, right? Funny how the table has turned over the last years. Maybe people will judge me for that. I don't mind it. It's okay. It's really okay. If you don't like that I'm watching Tragic and AK or Nex and DC, there's not much that I can do. I will not sit at home thinking, oh no, I cannot now watch Tragic because then DC Media Girl will be angry. You know who's the person who is the best in walking the line between everybody? Scotty. Good old Scotty. He's welcomed everywhere. And he is basically everywhere. And he's really doing this in a great way. Good for you, Scotty. I respect that. I really do. Oh. But you know what? Coming back to AJ Liar, at least with delusional Russie baby, she has found the perfect, and also with this other person, I don't know his name, Nick this big? No, what? I don't know. Nick. She has found the greatest people on earth to talk to if I need to fall asleep. Really, it is so fabulous. AJ Lair to claim that Russ has so many talents That was last week, where she said that Russ has so many talents. I truly wait for one. Stealing soda is a talent now? Or hitting a girl in the club is a talent? I mean, maybe you can guys help me. Oh yeah, the Russ still around. Yeah. I miss his live streams when he's going in the early morning, and it is no one there. And I'm not exaggerating. It was no one there. Monica, AJ, and I, we laughed our asses off. It was the greatest running gag for a week we had. When I was reminding Cupcake, oh my God, Russ is live, we have to go there because there's no one there. And then Russ is sitting there in front of his live stream, no one to talk to, nothing to talk about, and then is saying, oh guys, can you please leave a like? Guys, can you please leave a like when no one's there? Hello, Christina is here, by the way. Why are you saying please leave a like when nobody is there? When you are alone in your stream for at least half an hour until maybe you have written a message to Witty Widow. So can you please come on my live stream because nobody's there? I really want to know what his talent is. I really do. I really want to know. His impersonations are fucking bad and boring. He cannot sing. When was that? I think it was last month when he was spontaneously, which is always a bad idea for him, was singing My Way, the whole song on one note. And now the end is near, and so I face the final curtain. I did what I had to do on one note. And I was calling Clara. Clara, can you please go in there and confirm that he's singing this song on one note? It was so funny. And if you claim that by accident this is a talent, then you are even more stupid, AJ. I have to tell you that, unfortunately, because it also does not help. Okay, this is. Can I make a spontaneous? He's speaking to the ghost of Valentina with a Ouija board. By the way, this is a great idea, guys. If you ever, because the Dirty Wig is, as we know, is now talking basically privately on the phone to everybody's parents and is going private over private over private. If you are going to want to go private with his parents, please use a Ouija board. But you have to really take your time with the Ouija board, because we know the embarrassment that his parents are feeling since he is on social media and is doing all this greedy fuck shit and is burping and is smelly and is stinky and greasy and grifty. You know, they have digged themselves, the parents have digged themselves even deeper. So they are not 6 feet under anymore. No, they are probably 600 feet under. So when we go with the Ouija board in there, we have to take our time so that we can reach them. But I don't think I don't think we have to, because they know already. Yeah, rolling and yeah, we know. Yeah. I think that hello. Yeah. So use the Ouija board. Be patient with yourself. Oh yeah, this is how I had the idea while I was listening to Betty and myself that here's a little improv. I pull now an AJ Liar. Okay, is everybody ready? I pulled an AJ Liar. This is how she presents, not how she thinks she presents. This is how she presents proof, evidence on something that is really important to her. You know, this is how she presents it. Oh, hi, my little strawberries. Hi. I just wanted to remind you that last stream when I talked about necks, do you remember, guys? Do you remember necks? Do you? Because I do. She gets this P-word voice while she's talking. Do you remember? I remember. Because I have spoken about that I was creating in the background. I'm working on a project, which means I have to put all my thought points together to present everything that I want to present today in a very cohesive manner, just in case I want to remind you of it. Because do you remember? Because I do. And this is why I have said in my last 400 live streams, which were only 800 hours of watch time that I could have spent with my daughter, but I haven't. So, do you remember, Nex? Do you? I remember. And this proof that I have presented in my screenshots that I have never shown so far. You can also go back on my live streams because my receipt stream is still up and you should watch it if you want to know the truth. You should watch it, right, Nex? Because I'm not obsessing over you, Nex. Right, Nex? I'm not doing that. And when you go back to this live stream that I have presented with all the receipts that are only making sense in my head and that not even Vidal has understood it. Did you remember Vidal? Do you? Then you will understand my thought process of putting all the evidence together to create this timeline that everybody will understand that I have presented all the evidence that you have needed to understand why I am still obsessing over Nex. Right, Nex? Do you remember? Because I do. Imagine Hello Kitty shirt. And then when I have all these receipts that are only existing in my head are presented to you in my receipt stream from last week. Oh, hi, Russ. Hi, Honey Boo. Good to see you. You were so funny in your live stream today. Then you will understand that these receipts are basically the word of God. Because God, you know, is my Lord and Savior. Because I have been a sinner. And I know this because this is why I need God. Right, Nex? And this is why I need God, because I know I have been a sinner, but because I have now cleaning myself with all these receipts that I have presented in the live stream that is still up on my channel, you all can understand, and you would be an idiot if you would not understand that, right, Nex, that these are the receipts. You are so right, Russ, you are so right. And then the random voice, male voice in the background, yeah, of Nick, who has nothing to say. And then she's going on. And this is a talent, guys. To go on like this for 8 hours or longer without saying anything, presenting anything. Basically, I have to shout out her channel at this point, because if you really want to lose your mind and your marbles, you have to go there. You have to listen to it. Right, Nex? Right? You have to understand, because I'm a sinner and because I probably, guys, I was a professional not football player. I was a professional ice skater. And probably I have not fallen on my butt too much. She has fallen on her head too much. And we know ice is very hard and that can leave a mark for the rest of your life. But because of that and all the sinning that I have done in the past, because the truth is God. God is my truth and nothing can ever change this. And this is why I'm right. This is why I'm right, because I believe in all of that I'm saying. Even though nobody else is believing what I'm saying, I believe it. Yes. Right, Nex? And this is why the receipt, I cannot go on. I mean, I could, basically, I can do a 2-minute parody video, a 2-hour parody video on that, but who will watch it? Because you will lose your marbles over it. At least I did. And so I'm very thankful that I was only for 1 week. Only. Rhonda, rabbit ears, hello! Hello, thank you very much for the super sticker or super chat, and for the Merry Christmas. Also, Merry Christmas to you. It is a lot. It is a lot. Yeah. It is a lot. It is a lot. But at least let's put it this way. It made in her head, this is all making sense, and it also will make sense in 24, and we still have something to laugh about, and we still will not get any receipts in 24. We will not. But good for her. If she thinks she can roll her channel like this, you go, girl. You do that. You go live for 28 hours. You do that. You do that. Hello. Yeah. Oh, I have mentioned this is. Let's go to the next topic. Right next. Let's go to the next topic that this is a tricky one to talk. This is a tricky one to talk about, because now really these are now we are here. Now these are really my opinions, and these opinions are not facts. Okay, okay. Let's talk about DC Media Girl and our good friend the Dirty Wig in court. Or basically, how it ended. As it is my understanding for what I have noticed on social media. Because Clara and I, we are talking so much private shit about movie stars, gamers in general, the 70s and the 80s. And because she is also a very professional and private person, even I, who is talking to her basically on a daily basis, even I have no idea how the shit went down officially. I don't know. And here's the fun thing with real friends. You don't ask. Because you don't have to ask. You have 2 eyes, 2 ears, and you can talk about what you have witnessed. And what we have witnessed is that the Dirty Wig has celebrated. He was going out in the evening claiming with his audience, guys, we have to celebrate something. I wonder what that is. Because everybody who has ever been in any way, contact, shape or form, has been in contact with the Dirty Wig or has seen and witnessed his behavior on social media, we all know that if he would have won, he would take what the judge has said, the final saying, you know, in court and then it's over. He would, what he have said, took the paper, he would frame it and put it onto his counterfeit items behind him so that he can take this framed shit and show it every time he is on a live stream, saying and claiming, I beat DC Media Girl. But he has never done this. Isn't this funny? It is almost as if that he has not won, which in my opinion, he hasn't. Because if he would have won, why is he not allowed to talk about Nex and DC anymore? I wonder why. You would think that if he would have won, that he can show the framed shit from the judge showing us that he has won, and he would talk about it. Of course, we would not hear the end of it. But funny enough, he cannot talk about it. And this is not that something that I have made up in my head, right, AJ Liar? No, he's saying this. No, you know, guys, we cannot talk about this. Burping, he cannot talk about it. We cannot smelling at the same time. His forehead vagina is coming along nicely. It has almost reached the back of his head. He is not allowed to do that. Funny, right? And the third thing that made me think, which is also for me enough reason to believe that he has not won. Yeah, he's burping badly, D. Like Chantal. He's pulling now Chantal's. And no, he's not drunk in this moment, I think. He's burping into the camera. And oh God. The third, so we have the framed thing that has never happened. He is not allowed to talk about DC Media Girl and Next, which must kill him. Oh, I love that so much. And the third thing is that DC had not to remove any content on her Rumble from the past regarding the dirty wig. Isn't that something? And I was able to say this now in 3.5 minutes, and I didn't need it 8 hours to say this, AJ Liar. I am just saying. He has nothing to show, nothing to prove. He cannot talk about it. And on DC's Media Girl, Rumble and Twitter, everything is there, nothing is deleted. So what do we think, guys? Do we still think that he has won? No, I don't think so. And this is just logical thinking. It is just my opinion of what I could, if I would be so sadomasochistical, if I would watch Hussey every day. I watch him, don't get me wrong, I watch him, but not on a daily basis. And every time it is the same. He is not allowed to talk, not allowed to make content, or is showing that he has won. Oh, look how quiet it got in the chat. Look how quiet. Right, Holly? It's not that difficult to figure that out. He has definitely not won. Maybe, and this is also just a theory, maybe Clara has paid him because she wanted to get this fuck shit over with, or maybe she had to pay something to him. Maybe this was the money that he has spent in poor people casinos, Atlantic City. Maybe the moment when he has bragged on his live stream with the hundreds, maybe this was his social security money. We don't know. We don't know. Yeah, interesting. And this is really interesting. This is now a point that is really interesting. Yeah. I think for 2024, everybody, every content creator with their audiences, we should make a little bit of an inventory of 2023, thinking about, okay, what can we forgive? What can we forget for 24? Can we go back to the good times where we all had fun in the chats together? I would love that. We don't have to forgive everything. We don't have to forget everything. This is also a thing that I learned from D. Higgins. Carsten, you don't have to forget. You can forgive, but you don't have to forget, because you will not forget when it was really bad shit. And maybe we can all go in ourselves a little bit, only a little bit, and figure out how we're dealing with each other. And also accept everybody. You know, for example, I'm the singer of the bunch as a content creator. Tragic is the rapper. He is the rapper. No denying about that. Can you please do a little bit more rap music, by the way? I'm not asking for a lot here, I think. And he has this fabulous cat, Chunk, that I love so much because he is so cute. Chunk, good old Chunk. Chunk doing Chunk things. DC Media Girl is the journalist. Next is now a business owner. You can love him or hate him, or you are undecided in between, but you cannot deny that he is now a business owner. And he is also a musician. And who else do we have? We have AJ Liar. The name is explaining itself. We have the guy who will never in his life have the joy of becoming a father. Russ. No women on this planet even though he thinks that his female audience, all three of them, are really onto him. They really want that piece of Russ. They really want that. He is a man with no education, no job skills, 26 years old. He self has said that he is seeing his future on social media. He's looking like hell with a forehead where you can show a 3D IMAX movie. Avatar 2, without an intermission, on his forehead. He will never have children. He will never have a house, except probably when his mother is not here anymore. Then he has a house. But which woman in her right mind is looking at him thinking, that guy is a catch. I want a piece of that. All 8 inches. I want a piece of that 22-pound guy wearing what he's wearing. I really want this. I want this to be the father of my children. This is the guy that I want to say yes in front of a priest. Maybe the world is now, maybe the world has turned that crazy that he will get this one day, but I highly doubt it. Yes, the Chunk is a cutie. Yes, Scott, he really thinks he's a piece of candy. And yes, you're also very right. Ew. Ew. I want a piece of that with the droop, because he is one, right next to gaining pounds. They are, I think, the only 2 persons on this planet who can stay in the middle of North America, and they can look at the same time to the East Coast and the West Coast. Sometimes maybe even seeing Florida, because both of their eyes are both have one eye which is a little bit wonky, and they can see the East Coast and the West Coast and the tip of Florida. Maybe I live in this world. Maybe I do. Maybe I'm just different because I'm sitting here in beautiful Vienna, and I'm very thankful for that. Maybe we are in these crazy times. Maybe all of the drama that is happening is not really drama. Tragic. You are trolling so hard and so much that maybe other people can this who are watching you more than I do. But maybe they can differentiate between what is trolling and what is not trolling. Sometimes I don't know. And then I'm sitting here highly irritated. And I bet a lot of people outside are thinking the same, like me, who are thinking, okay, this now, him claiming to fly to New York was hysterical on Twitter. That was so fucking funny because everybody could see that this was photoshopped. So it was an obvious troll. But sometimes I'm very insecure. I don't know what is a troll, what is not a troll. I really don't, Tragic. Stop that. Yes. And also AK, you had a really fun, great relationship with Clara. Was now all that, and maybe it goes in both directions. I don't know. Because Clara and I, we have real shit to talk about. But I know you have been friends in the past. Was that really so tough what happens there that it is unforgivable? I don't know. I I am not you and I am not Clara. But maybe for 2024, there is some sort of middle ground where we all can meet and all have again fucking fun together. I would enjoy that so much. I really do. Yes, pearls. But I cannot force anybody to feel the way I feel. I cannot force anybody to think like I think. So I will be open-minded. I'm open. Of course I'm open. I'm gay. I'm so open without the prolapse. The prolapse, this is more gaining pounds thingy, grinding in the club in front of the kid and open folders with we all know the folder. Yeah, let's see what 24 is bringing us. Maybe I go live again between Christmas and New Year's Eve. when I have a little bit more to show, because I got this lovely piece of machinery in front of me. I got it yesterday. And I still have figured it out a little bit, how it works, how I make this thing of machinery work. The Dirty Wig has not in 2 years, and he had help. And I personally helped that my good old friend FBRC and my other friend Mr. Limoni, that they are both coming back for 24. No stress, guys, no stress, no stress. I know you have shit to do, things to do, places to be. But maybe you are coming back in 24, because I know for a fact that when, for example, FBRC is coming back, all girl world, strap on. Yeah. Because what girl world has turned to in 2023 is not fun anymore. It was fun. And I still believe it. And FBRC is the best proof when you go to his channel and you watch his old content from, I don't know, from 1 year ago or 2 years ago, doesn't matter. It is one thing to say, okay, I wanted to do a Foodie Beauty, I wanted to do a new reaction channel, which I will never do. To Foodie Beauty, I will never do that. You can quote me on this, I will not delete this stream. I will never become a reactor to Foodie Beauty or Amber Lynn or another fat bitch. I will not happen. But imagine you, for example, you're sitting at home like garlic bread. Garlic bread. I have watched a little bit of him in the last weeks. And I am fascinating. And he's basically doing the same shit that everybody else is doing. He is trying to have fun by calling out what these bitches are doing, but at the same time claiming that everything they do and same is the reality. When we know with Amberlynn and Foodie Beauty, nothing about that is reality. This is their dumb scripted shit. And it is very dumb because it is so obvious. I don't need a reaction channel to tell me that Chantal's marriage is not real, allegedly. I don't need a reaction channel for that. I need a reaction channel who's making fun of it in a great, intelligent way. And my friend FBRC, top notch. I love him for that. Calling out everything, everybody who behaves like an idiot, Alex is shook, right? Who's calling out every single one who's looking like he has gained probably 120 pounds, Zachary Michael. And this is not my problem, that is their problem. They have to deal with Zachary wearing a mangina now. Compare Zachary's from 2 years ago. I don't know what his problem is. I will not react to it. I am just mentioning this now for bringing this also out of my system for 2023. And what Alex is trying to achieve with trying to be a twink when he's clearly not 16 years old anymore, having a hair color that looks like he's wearing a toupee on top of the toupee, and having this fucked up LA accent, which makes him even sound more dumb than he already is. These are all not my problems. No, it is not. It will never will be. But you all guys have now a problem that I have this beautiful piece of machinery and that I can create a lot of content more, that I don't have to rely on Mr. Editor, and that also I can be quicker with shit. I don't have to think like, okay, I want to do a parody of that. I have to film it with Mr. Editor. Then he has to edit this. I have to find the right music and blah, 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 and have to write it. No, I now can do it all by myself. And this will be fun for 2024 for me. Whatever I will do. I would definitely do an Etsy store my tax guy has already looked into what's the best way to do it with all my private not businesses, with being self-employed, being sometimes under a contract, sometimes I'm not. Sometimes I just have, when I do sound shit, voiceover stuff, I just have to write an invoice, you know, it's a little bit complicated. And I don't want to make anything that is wrong with laws. No, this Etsy store next year will come in 2024. I do next to crochet, I have started to do a lot more crafting, which I enjoy so much. And I think that's it. I will see all you guys in 2024, hopefully. You know what I mean? Oh, she still talks like this fat. Let's go out with another Christmas song from my Christmas special from 1 year or 2 years ago. Thank you very much for your support in 2023 and the year before that. I hope to see you all in 24. Maybe I go live between the holidays. Maybe, I don't know. I don't want to promise it. Because again, it is Christmas, and as a singer in Vienna, you have shit to do and places to be and Christmas shit to sing. Thank you guys for joining me. Leave a like on on this live stream if you want. If not, leave a dislike, be a friend. This was from Karina. I also watched Karina again a little bit. And I see you then. Thank you guys for coming, and bye.
Rieselt der Schnee, still und starr ruht der See. Weihnachtlich glänzet der Wald, freue dich, Christkind kommt bald. Freue dich, Christkind kommt bald. Warm, still schweigt Kummer und Harm, Sorgen des Lebens verhallt. Freue dich, Christkind kommt bald. Freue dich, Christkind kommt bald. Heilige Nacht, Chor der Engel erwacht, hört nur, wie lieblich es schallt. Freue dich, Christkind kommt bald. Freue dich, Christkind kommt bald.